Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Hot Experience Podcast. I am your host, Ian Victor. Before I start this video, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss out on any other videos. Okay, I have been doing some thinking for the past week and a half. I have been thinking about this specific player since I am from Louisville, Kentucky, and damn near like almost an hour or two away from Cincinnati, Ohio. There's been one particular player for the Cincinnati Bengals that I've been keeping my eyes on, which is Trey Hendrickson. It has now been reported that he has been granted permission to seek a trade. In my mind, I knew that the Bengals were not going to pay him. I said this before. In my opinion, the Bengals were not going to pay him because the Bengals, as an organization, is cheap. They're cheap. I literally been knowing about this. Like the owner, like, is cheap. I'm sorry, but I understand if you are a Bengals fan that you're not happy with this, and I get it because I have friends that are diehard Bengals fans. I know how it feels. Now, what could this mean for the Seahawks? If I am the Seattle Seahawks, I'm calling the Bengals right now to see what do you want for Trey Hendrickson. I'm literally picking up the phone right now and calling the Bengals to see what they want for Trey Hendrickson. For the past couple of seasons, the man's been a double-digit sack leader. He was the leader in sacks this past season with at least 17 and a half, 18. Like, if you could get that type of caliber player on the Seahawks, we already saw the Seahawks defense took a step. What is missing on the Seahawks defense is an elite pass rusher. A pass rusher that can literally take over a game. I remember when the Seahawks played in Cincinnati, there were two times that Seattle was in the end zone that literally we could have won that game. One man, which is Trey Hendrickson, was the reason why we lost that game. He was the legit reason why we did not win that game in Cincinnati a couple years ago. Because in the second half of that game, we literally shut the Bengals out on 7 consistent 3-and-outs in the second half. If you can get an elite pass rusher like Trey Hendrickson on this team, because he's going to want a new contract. Yes, he's going to want a new contract and you're going to have to pay him. I would literally give up a 2026 third or fourth round pick for him. I'd do it in a heartbeat. And we know that he's going to want the Max Crosby, Nick Bosa type of money. And we got a lot of cap space now that we moved Geno. DK probably being on the move. I see no reason why we should call the Bengals right now and try to go get this man and give him a contract extension. Because if you want to call the Cowboys about Micah Parsons, you're probably going to have to give up a couple of first-round picks and a player. Because it's Jerry. So you probably may have to give up a couple first. But at the same time, you know his son, Steven, I say is competent in a way. He probably might not accept a first and a player I mean, Jerry might do it, but I don't think his son will. I think his son's going to want another first round pick. But hey, John, Mike, what we doing? Are we not on the phone with Cincinnati right now to see if we can get Trey Hendrickson on this team? Because if we could get another pass rusher, an elite pass rusher, this defense could go to the next level. We know that we got to fix that secondary because I don't know if I'm confident in Tariq Woolen or Reek Woolen. Like I don't even want to call him Reek. I want to call him Tariq Woolen. I don't know. Do you offer a third and Tariq Woolen for Hendrickson? Because I think the Bengals need some cornerback help. Or do you do Trey Hendrickson, Jamar Chase for DK, Reek, and a couple first round picks? I will make a video. I will make a video about DK for potentially Jamar. I don't know if I might be able to do it because we don't know if DK is either going to get extended or traded within the next 48 hours or so. But hey, let's keep this thing in mind. Let's hope that Trey Hendrickson becomes a Seahawk because me personally, I will love a Trey Hendrickson on this team. I will love a guy who can consistently get after the quarterback. And I think that it's what's lacking on this defense. Yeah, you got Boye Mafe. Yeah, you got Derek Hall. Yeah, you got Uchenna Nwosu, who literally can't stay healthy, the past couple of seasons. I mean, it really ain't really his fault. He had a patellar tendon injury. And then you had an injury in the last preseason game, which was by a dirty hit by Wyatt Teller. And then he comes back for the Giants game and messes up his quad and is out even longer. So I would consider it. I would consider trading for Trey Hendrickson. I know people going to want to say, hey, go trade for Myles Garrett. I was kind of on that boat at first, but I will leave that to somebody like the Eagles or the Commanders because if you're going to trade for Myles Garrett, you're going to have to give up at least 2 to 3 first round picks. I'm sorry. Like, that's just what the Browns are going to want to get. Because I do believe that the Browns are going to move Myles Garrett potentially at some point. I just don't know when. But hey, man, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss out on no videos. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Mike, John, get on the phone with Cincinnati and see if Cincinnati is willing to give up Trey Hendrickson for a third or fourth round pick. And to the next video, I am signing out. Peace.